everyone, welcome to my channel, Extraordinary Danielle. My name is Danielle and I'm so excited you joined me today because today I want to talk all about the Louis Vuitton Christmas Animation Collection. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this, and I'm going to share mine with you as well, and then I'm going to share with you a little unboxing. Again, another sold out item that I didn't think I was going to be able to get, but I did get this item and I'm going to share with you how I did that. Now before I get into the video, if you're new here, then thank you so much for joining me. Welcome. And if you love unboxings, if you love product reviews, if you love what's in my bag videos and things like that revolving around fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and a little bit of luxury, then you're gonna love it on this channel. Please take a minute and hit that subscribe button down below, ring the bell so you never miss a video, and don't forget to like this video if you do like it and share it with someone that would enjoy the content just as much as you. And please follow me on Instagram if we're not already connected there, because I do Instagram live videos on Saturday mornings where I just share my week with you and I talk to you about your week as well, and we talk about whatever it is you want to talk about and what's currently going on in my life, and it's just a more casual, fun way for us to connect. So I would love to connect with you over on Instagram if we're not connected over there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I do find it really interesting because if you would ask me, or if you know me personally, then you know that my style is more towards the classic side of things. I like classic designs. I don't love a ton of logos. I do really like Louis Vuitton Monogram, but not always, and I don't like things that are really loud and really showy typically, but there is something about this Christmas animation collection that I really think is so cute. So I will try to put some pictures on the screen, but if you look, I just think they're so bright and colorful. I really particularly love the theme of this year. I think it's kind of apropos because wouldn't you say that 2020 has definitely been a roller coaster ride? I mean, we've definitely had our ups and downs and our definite unknowns throughout the year, and it's been one roller coaster after another. And so I guess it's funny, I wonder if Louis Vuitton really took this opportunity to base this whimsical collection off the kind of year that 2020 really was. Now, I find this collection sentimental for me personally because I took a chance when my kids were very young and we really didn't have very much money at all. I hadn't been to a theme park myself in over 20 years and my kids never had. At the time, my oldest son was 7 and my youngest son was 5, and they had never been to a theme park. And that particular year, I took a chance and bought us all season passes, not knowing whether we were gonna like it or not. And at the time, I felt like it was a lot of money for me to spend gambling on whether they'd even like going or not. And what we found was that we absolutely loved it. It was so much fun, and it was great to have the season pass because we always had something fun to do on the weekend. And the theme park was so big that you could never do everything all in one day. So you always wanted to come back to try the things that you didn't get to the last time that you were there. And the bumper cars were really fun because that was an add-on, so that wasn't included, so we had to pay extra money to use the bumper card. So that was kind of a special thing. If we could save up enough money, then when we would go and we had enough money saved, we would pay extra and do the bumper cars. But we just loved roller coasters, and it really provided several years of really fun family memories for us that we really enjoyed. And so when I saw this year's collection, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so cute, so whimsical, and I thought what a fun way to really end the year, and what a positive note to really end the year on. I don't know, it just really struck a chord with me, and I really found a particular piece that I absolutely had to have. There's a lot of really fun pieces in this collection that I didn't even see before that are so cute, like the Bigwheel for bag charm and key holder. That is so adorable. I just love that. And I did consider trying to get the coin pouch. I think that's really cute as well. There's just so many cute pieces. Another piece that I really think is awesome is this notebook. Actually, that's a piece that I'd love to have because, again, I just love roller coasters, and I think that's so cute. I also really like this glasses case. I think that's really cute as well. But without further ado, let me share with you this unboxing, and let me show you the piece that I did get from the collection, and I'll tell you why I got it. So here's the box. Here's the inside and the box. Now, I haven't seen this piece in person at all, and I don't think I shared this in my video where I talked about traveling to 2 different Louis Vuitton boutiques. The main reason I was traveling there was because I wanted to find out if I could get on a wait list or even see any of the Christmas animation pieces. I was able to see one Christmas animation piece at the Northbrook store, but it was on hold for somebody else and it wasn't the piece I wanted, but I wasn't actually able to see the piece that I actually really wanted. So I haven't seen it in person at all yet. Here is the dust bag. So we are definitely opening this together. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And here it is. Oh my gosh. I have to take a look. Oh, wow. You're probably not going to be able to see the item number on the screen because of the glare of the light. So I'll just put it on the screen for you in case you're interested in ordering that. Here is the card that comes inside. This looks perfect. The gold is really shiny. The zipper works great. Beautiful. The stitching looks really perfect. This looks perfect. It's beautiful. It's just what I wanted. I'll show you up close. Look at how vibrant the colors are on this. Look at how pretty that is. And I love the rose ballerine tab. And then the inside is that really pretty pink with the tags inside. Really, really pretty. So the reason why I wanted the mini pochette that I ordered from this year's Christmas animation collection is because I currently do have 2 other mini pochettes, and I'll show you them in just a second. I recently did a video on these and I talked about ways to wear them, and I talked about the fact that I wear them as mini handbags because I think they are so pretty and fun, and I don't want them just hiding necessarily as a catch-all in my other bags. I do use them for catch-alls in my other bags as well, but I also wear them as mini handbags. I'll link that video below if you haven't seen it, if you do want to check that out. But this is my first mini pochette, and it's the Monogram canvas with the cruise ship on the front, and you can see that, and the beautiful pink tab on the side. One of the reasons I really like the mini pochettes that are screen printed is because there is no vachetta leather. So I do really like that because I think that they do wear a little bit better, and I'm less worried about using them in my bags or using them as mini handbags. I just like the fact that I don't have to deal with vachetta leather on these pieces. The other reason is that I'm highly sentimental, and I really love this one because I got to go on a cruise with my boys before the whole pandemic hit and everyone was quarantined, and this particular mini pochette just really reminded me of our time together. And in fact, my younger son was looking at it and he said, "Mom," he said, "did you buy that because that reminds you of that older couple that tried to get on the cruise but they forgot their passports, and remember when we were boarding and they couldn't get on the ship? Do you think they were looking at the ship and feeling sad?" And I was like, oh wow, I forgot about that. And yeah, it kind of does reminded my son of that, seeing these people looking at the ship, and just reminds me of that cruise, and it reminds me of a really happy time that I shared with my boys. So that is why this particular mini pochette is kind of sentimental to me. The second mini pochette that I have is this particular mini pochette, and I love this. Again, it's got the pink tab. The inside is just the cream colored lining. Now, the thing about this one that I really love is that this is actually my only piece that I have in the Azure canvas. I did own the Favorite PM in the Azure canvas, but I sold it. And if you want to know why I sold that bag, I did a video on luxury items I've sold and why, so I will link that video in the description box if you do want to check that out. But I do find generally overall that the Azure canvas does kind of stress me out because it is so light, and I was really worried about color transfer. One thing about me that I'm finding out is that I don't love dealing with vachetta leather, and again, that's the reason why I really love these screen printed mini pochettes, because I find that they're more carefree for me. This one I really loved because I love the detailing of the birds and the handbags. So there's nothing about this that was particularly sentimental to me regarding anything in my past or anything I've done, but I just thought it was really cute, and the detailing was amazing, and I was really drawn to it, and I knew that I wanted this particular piece. And if you guys watched my other video where I talked about having this mini pochette and my Monogram mini pochette, I did talk about how I ordered a mini pochette that was just plain in the Ebene canvas, and I ordered it pre-loved because I just couldn't find it new. and when I got it, there was an imperfection that I couldn't live with. If you look, the seam on the side on the corner was just a little bit torn, and it was really, really microscopic, but to me, it was something that was gonna bother me, and I was concerned about whether it was gonna rip or not. My original thought process was, I'm gonna use the Pochette and the Ebene canvas that's plain for a catch-all every day, so I don't care that it's pre-loved, I don't care if it is in imperfect condition, that's fine. But that particular flaw, I just couldn't live with, so I ended up sending it back and getting my money back because I didn't want that. And I thought to myself at that point, okay, I'm just gonna have the two. I don't need a third. It's not really that big of a deal. But when this year's Christmas animation collection came out and I saw this one, I just love that. When my kids were little, they loved the Ferris wheel. It was one of our most favorite things to do. In fact, it was the first thing we always saw when we entered the theme park, and it was the very first thing we always used to do. We used to always go on the Ferris wheel, and they just loved that. And I saw this one in the Ebene canvas, and I knew that it was the perfect Pochette to complete my trio. I'm not one to have things for the sake of collecting if I'm not going to actively use them, and I'm also not the kind of person that typically repeats items in my collection because I want to have more variety than that. And I don't have the space or the money just to collect items just to have them, but in this particular case, it's a little bit different. There's something about these mini Pachettes that I just love. I'm drawn to them. I do plan to use this mini Pochette on a daily basis as a catch-all and as a mini handbag because every time I look at it, it's gonna make me smile. I'm just gonna remember all the fond memories that I had with my kids at the theme park when they were younger, and I'm so excited to have this in my collection. I'm so excited because now I feel like my mini Pochette collection is complete. I love it. I'm so excited to have these, and I love the reason why I have them all. I think they're all beautiful, and I'm just really, really happy to have these items in my collection. To talk really briefly about how I did get this item, because it was sold out by the time I was able to go to a boutique, talk to a sales associate or a CA, and put my name on a wait list. But they did let me know that the chances of me getting this item was very slim because they had a very long wait list. I did actually get an email from one of the CAs saying that it wasn't available, she wasn't able to get it, and unfortunately I would not be able to get it from her. But I was persistent in calling the client services number on Louis Vuitton's website. I highly recommend that route. I've had such good luck with that route. I called several times and they didn't have it, and again I was starting to lose hope, but I thought I'm just gonna keep trying until they tell me that they can't get it. Because although I really like this item, I knew personally that I didn't want to pay above retail for this item, and I wasn't willing to pay above retail, so I just kept trying. And one morning I called really early, first thing, and it just so happened that they were able to order the piece I wanted. They said it was going to take a few weeks, but I didn't care. I placed my order. I was so excited about it. And so that's how I secured this item. I don't know now whether you can get any of the Christmas animation pieces anymore or not, but I highly recommend trying to call the client services line listed on the website if you have a CA or a sales associate that says they can't get it for you, or even if you don't have a CA or a sales associate, try calling that line and see what happens. And I would just recommend being persistent. I would definitely recommend though next year, if you're interested in any Christmas animation pieces, try to get in touch with a client advisor or sales associate in probably late August or early September so you can find out what's coming out and place your pre-order if you can, because that will be a way that you can for sure secure that you're getting the Christmas animation pieces that you really want to order. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, do you like this year's Christmas animation collection? Did you order anything from the collection? Are you going to try to order anything from the collection? I would love to hear from you. I will plan to see you in my next video, and as always, remember that beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself, and confidence is the most important accessory that you can wear.